Fellow gardeners, if you've been cursing your heavy clay soil and dreaming of that perfect loamy garden bed, it's time for a complete mindset shift. Your clay soil isn't the gardening curse you think it is, it's actually a treasure trove waiting to be unlocked. While many vegetables struggle in clay's dense embrace, there are champions that absolutely thrive in these nutrient-rich conditions, turning your supposed disadvantage into a spectacular growing advantage. Understanding clay soil's hidden strengths. Clay soil gets a bad reputation because it's challenging to work with, but here's what most gardeners don't realize. Clay particles are incredibly small and hold on to nutrients like a sponge holds water. This means your clay soil is likely packed with minerals and nutrients that sandy soils lose through drainage. The key is choosing vegetables that can handle clay's unique characteristics while taking advantage of its nutrient-holding superpowers. The secret lies in understanding that clay soil retains moisture longer than other soil types, provides excellent structural support for root systems, and slowly releases nutrients over extended periods. These characteristics make it perfect for certain vegetables that have evolved to thrive in these conditions. Cabbage, the clay soil champion. Cabbage absolutely loves clay soil and will reward you with massive, dense heads that put grocery store varieties to shame. The firm structure of clay provides the perfect anchor for cabbage's extensive root system, while the consistent moisture retention keeps these thirsty plants happy throughout their long growing season. Plant your cabbage seedlings in early spring when clay soil is workable but still cool and moist. The natural water-holding capacity of clay means you'll spend less time irrigating, and the slow nutrient release ensures steady, consistent growth. Space your cabbage plants about 18 inches apart to give them room to develop their impressive root systems in the dense soil. The trick with cabbage and clay is timing your planting perfectly. Work the soil when it's moist but not waterlogged. It should crumble in your hands rather than form sticky clumps. Add a thin layer of compost to the planting area, but don't overdo it. Cabbage actually prefers the firm foundation that clay provides. Broccoli. Thriving in dense foundations. Broccoli and clay soil form an incredible partnership that produces tight, flavorful heads with extended harvest periods. The dense nature of clay soil provides the stability that broccoli plants need to support their heavy crowns, while the consistent moisture levels prevent the stress that can cause premature bolting. Start your broccoli from transplants rather than direct seeding in clay soil. The established root systems of transplants can better penetrate clay's density and establish themselves more quickly. Plant them in late summer for fall harvest or early spring for summer crops, timing your planting to avoid the hottest weather when clay can become rock hard. Broccoli in clay soil often produces side shoots for weeks after the main head is harvested, giving you an extended harvest that's impossible to achieve in looser soils. The slow nutrient release from clay keeps the plants productive long after plants in sandy soil have exhausted their food supply. Brussels sprouts are perhaps the most impressive clay soil performers, developing into towering plants with stalks loaded with perfectly formed sprouts. The firm anchorage that clay provides is essential for these tall plants, which can reach 4 feet in height and need substantial root support to prevent toppling. Plant Brussels sprouts in early summer for fall harvest, giving them plenty of time to establish in clay's dense structure. The extended growing season works perfectly with clay's characteristics. The soil stays consistently moist through summer heat, and the slow nutrient release sustains these heavy feeders through their long development period. Clay soil's ability to maintain consistent moisture levels prevents the bitter flavor that Brussels sprouts can develop when stressed by fluctuating water conditions. Your clay-grown sprouts will be sweet, tender, and far superior to anything you can buy. Kale, the clay soil superstar. Kale transforms into an absolute powerhouse in clay soil, producing enormous leaves with incredible flavor intensity. The mineral-rich nature of clay soil directly translates into more nutritious, flavorful kale that stays tender longer than kale grown in lighter soils. Direct seed your kale in early spring or late summer, as these hardy plants can handle clay's cooler temperatures better than warm season crops. The consistent moisture in clay soil means your kale will continue producing tender leaves well into winter, long after plants in sandy soil have become tough and bitter. Clay-grown kale develops stronger root systems that can access nutrients deep in the soil profile, resulting in plants that are more drought-tolerant and productive over extended periods. Swiss chard colorful clay companion. Swiss chard absolutely thrives in clay soil's nutrient-rich environment, producing vibrant stems and leaves that are both beautiful and delicious. The consistent moisture levels in clay prevent the bitter taste that chard can develop when water-stressed, while the mineral content enhances the plant's natural colors. Plant Swiss chard throughout the growing season, as it's remarkably adaptable to clay's seasonal changes. The plants will continue producing harvestable leaves for months, with clay's slow nutrient release sustaining continuous growth without the need for frequent fertilizing. Your clay soil isn't holding you back, it's setting you up for vegetable gardening success with the right crop choices. Subscribe to Botanical Bliss for more clay soil gardening secrets, and share this guide with fellow gardeners who need to discover their clay soil's true potential.